or let me know when we're up. Can you hear me? Talk to me in my headset.
Okay. It sounds good.
Okay. Nobody's talking to me.
Channel 3 does? Yeah. We did on that one. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I see it. You might have to just write it out like that. All right. Thank you. Bye.
Alright.
Okay.
I'll be in and out, so if you need anything, just see me. Try to pick me down. I'll keep looking up here.
Text on my way here.
You guys need to.
Thank you. We up?
No.
We're on?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the very first WFSB, Channel 3, WWAX, WAX TV, high school game of the week, non-football variety. That's right. All season long, all during the fall semester, we're going to be talking about and showing you games from sports other than football. On Friday nights, it's football. On Wednesday nights, it's a variety of sports. Tonight, we open with girls soccer as the Wildcats of Seymour get set to take on their rivals from Woodland, the Hawks of Woodland. Hawks 2-0. Woodland with a 7-1 victory on Monday over St. Paul. And in the blue, Seymour, the Wildcats, are also undefeated. They are unscored upon. They themselves are still trying to find the net for the first time after two scoreless ties against Oxford and Watertown. And in the white, we are underway, and quickly, Woodland with an opportunity. Now that's goaltender, a big part of the reason that Seymour has had two straight shutouts, and that goalkeeper is Mia Cunningham, the junior, the daughter of head coach Tom Cunningham. She's had 21 saves combined in the two games so far for the Wildcats, and add one more early on in this one against Woodland. Again, Woodland, a team that is extremely talented, 2-0 on the season. Both of these squads in Tier 1. They'll play each other later on in the season at Woodland. That's how it works in the Naugatuck Valley League. You play within your tier, and there are two tiers in the conference. You play your tier mates, if you will, 2 times a year, and then you cross over for a few games on against Tier 1 competition. These are both Tier 1 teams, and then you'll play Tier 2 a couple of times on the season. Right away, the ball lost possession for Seymour. That'll give it to the Hawks of Woodland. I'm Mark Robbins. Maddox Gleed is the fearless photographer that is here to provide you with all the great video, and we are so glad you're with us again, our very first high school midweek game of the week. We're going to rotate between the other fall sports besides football. Next week, I believe it's a volleyball game. I'll have to check the schedule, but we'll be showing you volleyball, boys soccer, field hockey, and of course tonight, girls soccer. And on the throw-in for Woodland, an opportunity, a quick turn and a shot that Cunningham is able to corral and make the save. So 2 quick saves for Cunningham. Mia Cunningham is the junior goalkeeper. Woodland again with a push forward. Natalie Maharam trying to put some pressure on Cunningham and that Seymour goal and that Seymour defense, and trying to gain control around midfield. Both teams battling for it. And Kelly Reyes won in there, a sophomore for Seymour. Turn and on the move. That was Tiana Franklin. She's got 5 goals in the first couple of victories for Woodland. And now the Wildcats send it the other way, the long ball. And run down there, I believe that's Mia Perry. 3-year starter now for this Wildcats program. On the throw in, Seymour trying to control it. Trying to get it in deep to Marley Stewart, the sophomore. It's taken away by Woodland. With a high ball, maybe a handball, and it is. So a loss of possession for Seymour, and we will start going the other way. A 40-minute half, in case you're new to high school soccer. And as you may know, with 2 ties for Seymour, there is no overtime in the regular season. Great night here at DeBarber Field on the campus of Seymour High School. And there's a ball that gets inside. That was Natalie Maharam trying to run it down, but Cunningham was able to get there out of the goal and reaching up inadvertently with a handball against Woodland. So Seymour now will try to build from its back. And Ella Pinto, the freshman, trying to get it up the field for the Wildcats. Couple of freshmen on this Seymour roster that are starting. And breaking inside, that's Franklin. But there to meet her and take possession is Cunningham. A lot of Mias, a lot of Avas on both rosters, I noticed. We'll see if that poses me any difficulty. Here comes Woodland now. They're trying to work it up, and a nice feed inside. Skylar DeFrank. Cunningham closes off the near post, makes the save. Here comes Seymour now trying to gain possession. Woodland has done a nice job. The Hawks have controlled the midfield for the most part in the first 5 or 6 minutes of this match. That's given them some opportunities. DeFrank turning, getting it down to Maharam, but she cannot control it. It goes out, no corner. It's possession for Seymour, and the throw-in for the Wildcats. It's Kira Miller. She will do it again. No, they'll switch it up. And Pinto will take the kick. Good ball deep toward the middle of the field. Opportunity if Seymour can run it down, but the Hawks are swarming. And a nice job from Seymour's Taylor Guarino, one of the senior tri-captains of this team. She had controlled it nicely, but then it's taken back. Juliana Salado starting the push for the Hawks of Woodland. She'll flip it in, and it's kept in by Franklin until it goes across the back line. So an opportunity to get it back. Woodland's Cunningham. And again, midfield, and it's been an area of control for Woodland. But that is a stout defense for Seymour. I was talking with their head coach, Tom Cunningham. He's in his 6th year, former coach at Fairfield Ward. And he is, of course, the dad of Mia in goal, and she may be challenged again as Franklin is double teamed, and it's taken back for the moment, but again controlled by the Hawks of Woodland. They have been quick to the loose ball. Perfect example. Keeping in possession, and that defense for Seymour does a nice job killing momentum. Is Lillian Gample, and we don't know. I asked Coach if she was related to the Pavilion people, and he didn't know. So maybe I'll try to find out at halftime. They're rebuilding, of course, Gamble Pavilion, doing a remodeling, I should say, is a better term. Remodeling Gamble Pavilion, the home of the Huskies men's and women's basketball programs, the home of the basketball capital of the world. I guess the White House, or of the basketball capital, if sort of. Good job staying with it. Skylar DeFrank. The cross, a little too deep, but a good idea. Woodland certainly with more chances in the first 10 minutes of play. And again, a 40-minute half in high school soccer for the girls and the boys.
We got cookies.
And they'll stop the clock for injuries, and whenever the officials, the referees make the distinction. Two-man crew in the Naugatuck Valley League, and sliding in but having it taken away. That's Salado. 4 goals in 2 games. A lot of firepower. They had 7 goals, did the Hawks. There's Salado with a shot that goes off the defender, off of Mia Perry, and that will be the first, that will bring up the very first corner kick of this match. Woodland has been pressuring that Seymour defense, and now we'll get the first corner. It'll come from this near side. It'll be Salado taking the kick. A couple players head toward the goal. Good ball in there, and the shot goes high, hits the crossbar. And that signifies a ball out of play. And it'll be a goal kick for Seymour. So a good opportunity. That kick just going high, and we had our first corner and a first real good shot at a goal. Again, Seymour hasn't seen one in its games yet in its 2 contests, 2 0-0 ties. So defense outstanding, the offense looking to get untracked. 12 minutes in. These 2 schools had a late afternoon boys soccer match over at Woodland High School. Waiting to get a report on that one to see who won that, but we expect the crowd to build as the parents, family, and friends come back from Woodland. Of course, these 2 squads are, I don't know, these 2 schools are 4 or 5 miles apart. There's a shot inside and a goal. working her way inside and picking up the first goal of the match. Skylar DeFrank, I believe. Skylar DeFrank puts Woodland on the board. The pressure had been building, and that's the first goal of this match. It's the first goal that Seymour has given up this season. And Seymour will work from behind now as Woodland has grabbed a 1-0 advantage. And here come the Hawks again. DeFrank getting it up again. Skylar DeFrank with the opportunity. This one goes wide. So right now you're seeing Woodland's ability to control the midfield and start its offense quickly. Some crisp passing, and they found Skylar DeFrank inside. The sophomore picked up the goal. Now it's been 5 goals from Franklin, 4 goals from Salado that have been the main goal scorers, but Skylar DeFrank picks one up. And again, inside shot high off that crossbar, the football crossbar. And possession turns back over to Seymour. Again, talking about what a fabulous evening in the valley, and I can't wait for the leaves to start turning. This press box is pretty high up at the Barber Field. We got a good view of the foliage, I would imagine, as the fall season goes on. And I do have a final from the boys matchup. These two schools going at it at Woodland. Seymour with a 4-2 victory over Woodland. So the Woodland girls trying to enact some revenge and get a doubleheader split, if you will. So Seymour beat Woodland 4-2. Boys soccer, girls of Woodland with a 1-0 lead. 15 minutes in the nightcap, if you will. And a takedown and a opportunity now. Seymour has not been on its offensive end too much. And now the Wildcats look to set something up, get a little instruction from Tom Cunningham, their head coach. And they're going to set something up with this kick. Good ball deep, close to the box. But it's headed away. Woodland's defense answering that time. Ella Pinto with a long ball that the Hawks have controlled, and now they break it out again. Salado keeping it inside that 20-yard line for a minute. Woodland trying to build something from its defense in the back, and have a whistle, maybe an offside. Again, a 2-man officiating crew. No flags in most high school soccer matches until they get to the postseason. So it's the 2-man crew, sometimes a 3-man crew, or I shouldn't say man, person. 3-person crew, 2-person crew. Tonight, a 2-man crew. And on that far side, that's Emma Bunk, a senior. He missed the last season, tore her ACL, but back. She's got that brace on the right leg and the fluorescent orange cleats for the Woodland Hawks. And this ball, Emma Enriquez trying to run it down. A freewheeling substitution of course, in high school soccer. And Enriquez didn't start, but is getting a run here in the first half, and we have substitutions coming in. And coming in for Seymour, and I believe is Victoria Bertapelli. She's making her first appearance, sophomore. Woodland with numbers in the back. Seymour only sent one player streaking forward. Talking about streaking forward, here comes Franklin. Lost possession. That stingy Seymour defense collapsed on her. Woodland will try again. Franklin gets off a shot. Oh, Cunningham, a tremendous right arm save, right hand save. Salado with the shot. And it goes off the back line. Looks like a corner coming on that far side. It's Ava Napiello to take the corner. Second corner of the match for Woodland. Good ball in. Great defense right there on the far post. What a tremendous effort on that corner from Napiello. And now a breakaway. Seymour's opportunity. And the save is made by Megan Berniger. Berniger with a huge save to keep Seymour off the scoreboard and keep Seymour from tying this game. What an opportunity that time for, that was Marley Stewart, the sophomore, who had the breakaway chance. Let's see what Seymour can. We got a whistle and a player taken down. So it'll stay with Seymour. An opportunity now. Looks like Ella Pinto will put it in play for Seymour. Deep ball. By that Woodland defense, quick to get the header and start things the other way. Open space, a lot of speed. The Hawks look to fly up the field. And they get it inside, but a little too deep. Good idea from Skylar to Frank, the goal scorer in this one, but a little bit too far. About 18 and a half minutes to go here in the first half at Seymour High School. Sun setting on a tremendous late summer, early fall. I don't know what it is meteorologically. If it's summer yet still or fall. But it's beautiful, whatever type of day, whatever day it is. You know, it's Wednesday. All right. Play in the middle of the field and trying to rebuild are the Hawks. Inside, the spin and turn from Salado. Last touch by Seymour. Avery Di Giovanna will throw it in. We have a substitution. Going out is Emma Bunk. And the throw-in comes to Vittoria Gaspari. And she puts it right onto the foot of the opposition. And up the field, Taylor Guarino ahead and racing to the ball. Woodland's team speed quite evident. A bit of an advantage against Seymour. Seymour will keep possession as Guarino will look to throw it in. She's hopeful of playing soccer in college. Now, there's so many athletes as she sends one in. Ball is free. Picked up by Berniger, the sophomore goalkeeper. So many athletes on both squads. For Seymour, they have a lot of athletes who play several different sports. Not so much centered on soccer, more basketball, and a few softball players as well. And certainly softball of all the girls' sports is well known as that ball comes in deep. And Berniger is there. The Wildcats, outstanding. So too, the Hawks of Woodland. And those battles on the softball diamond. Many of these players will be in those battles coming up in the spring and have been in springs past. Slicing in is Solano. Couldn't control a good defense. Seymour, the Wildcats rally to the middle of the box area. Guarino trying to take on two Woodland players and manages to earn the throw in as she gets it to Victoria Michalczyk. The ball goes out. It'll stay with Woodland as we have gone under 15 minutes to go here in the first half. Mark Robbins, Maddox Gleed on the camera with you here. Hope you're enjoying high school soccer on the wax. First of our midweek high school games of the week. And they'll be all season long, all fall season long. Every sport, with the exception, I believe, of swimming outside of football. I don't know that we're going to, and the reason being, I think swimming, our cameras have a hard time dealing with the pool, the condensation, and gets in the lenses and stuff. But maybe we'll try it one time. But we will be featuring field hockey, soccer for the boys and girls, volleyball on the girls' side as well. On Wednesdays, our game of the week, our Friday night football game of the week is still going, and we are pumped up to be going to Ellington for our opener. And we're, of course, expanding our game of the week coverage to game day on Great Day, Connecticut at 9 a.m. We'll have a live pep rally every week from the host school of our football game of the week. So we'll be in Ellington on Friday for a big school pep rally live on Great Day at 9 a.m. Caitlin Francis, myself, Joe Zone, and we'll be there. We'll feature bands and cheerleaders and students and all sorts of stuff week after week at the host school. We could hear that collision up here in the press box. It'll go over on the turnover to Seymour. Pinto with that ball pretty deep into the Woodland end, and now the Hawks have gotten possession and come out. And we have a quick opportunity for Skylar to Frank. And the ball trickles right into the arms of Mia Cunningham. Lot of contact. Whistles not sounding. Tiana Franklin gets it from the corner, middle of the field, where the shot is corralled by Cunningham. Again, 21 saves in the first 2 games. She's got a bunch tonight already. However, Woodland has found the back of that net. And a goal from Skylar DeFrank, the sophomore. 1-0. Our score. It's been a game of counterattack opportunities for Seymour, as they have really flooded the defensive end to protect against a very potent Woodland squad, and then they try to run out on the counter as they are right now. And they don't send a lot of players out. They sent 2 down, and now the rest of the offense is coming down. All right, Bella Milasano, one of the captains, also a member of the basketball team. She'll throw it in. Well, Woodland with an excellent defensive play on the double team, keeping the ball in the field of play and trying to push it up the field, and now take advantage with a throw in from their offensive end. And this is taken away by Tiana Franklin. A lot of sophomore, a lot of young, talented players for both squads. Skylar DeFrank has the goal. She's a sophomore. Franklin, also a sophomore, scoring up front. Juliana Salado is a junior. She's got those 4 goals in 2 games. We have a break on the field now. So, know if it doesn't appear to be a water break. .9:59 left. All right. Quick moment, quick respite. The crowd filling in again here at DeBarber Field. Gorgeous facility in the valley, the Naugatuck Valley. This is a conference game in the NVL. There will be a conference tournament at the end of the regular season. The top 8 squads earn berths in the conference tournament. And then, of course, many will go on to state tournament play. You got to win those 8 games, as that ball kicked across the back line by Woodland. And once again, pushing it. Woodland. Emma Enriquez. The Hawks keep it in their offensive zone. And they get it inside. Once again, Woodland, they've just been about a half a step quicker to the ball, been able to control it at the midfield area. in a battle and goes out of bounds. Seymour with an opportunity. See if the Wildcats can. A physical play that is noticed by the officials, and the whistle blows. Seymour with possession.
Right there, right there. And up. Marley, Marley.
Once again, the Hawks with control. Nobody in the middle this time except the Seymour defense. And knocked out. Seymour now with an opportunity to throw in its offensive end. We'll try one more time, far side. Get it in. And punched ahead. But Berniger is there. Well, the 50-50 balls have been more like 80-20 in the first half in Woodland's favor. And a whistle. We have a substitution. Trying to fight inside. That's Franklin. And now Salado. Oh no, excuse me, that was Skylar to Frank. Up ahead to Frank. Does she get it? She does. Smart play. And gets the corner, kicking off the Seymour defender. So a third corner of this first half coming up. Let's see what happens here. Second time they've taken it from this near side. Nappiello inside, and oh, why the size of Cunningham using it to her advantage as she just reached up and snatched that out of the air. Great job by Mia Cunningham to prevent any sort of, ricochet or rebound opportunity. To Frank again, and that one is smacked off a Seymour defender, so another one within the last 30 seconds. Another corner coming up with just about 4 minutes to go here in the first half. Nappiello again, trying to short near post and couldn't curl it back into the field of play. So now with about 3.5 to go, let's see if Seymour can mount an offensive charge as Cunningham tries to give him a deep ball. Pressure by the forwards of Woodland, and that ball a nice cross as they try to get it inside to Skylar DeFrank. But the Seymour defense waiting. DeFrank does have the lone goal of this match. Another corner. DeFrank trying to reverse it, but couldn't. Popped through and wide. So with 2.5 to go, a goal kick for Cunningham and Seymour. The Wildcats looking for a late half scoring opportunity. Boy, would they love to tie up this match and steal all the momentum going into the locker room at halftime. And here's maybe the opportunity I was just talking about. Stewart. She'll keep it. Looking for some help. And we have a whistle. As Tiana Franklin came over and gave Stewart, got in some contact. The ball stay with Seymour. No card issued. This is Pinto, I believe. See where she puts it. Centering kick comes back out. As Seymour not able to control it. The speed for Woodland, as I mentioned earlier in the half, it's noticeable. And now an opportunity. Stewart fighting for the ball and position. She's going to try to run it down. Here's a chance. Really the most consistent effort, I think, for Seymour in the first half in this last minute or so on the offensive end. Seymour again, and I think you'll see in the second half a little adjustment made by Coach Cunningham. Probably send a few more players deep, trailing 1-0 if this lead holds for the next 25 seconds. Coming inside, Cunningham comes out to grab it. Big play. Seymour. Another collision. And that'll wrap things up for a first half here at Seymour High School. A goal about 8 minutes in from Skylar DeFrank. The sophomore made it 1-0, and that's where we stand at halftime. It is visiting Woodland, 1-0 over the Wildcats of Seymour here at Seymour High School. And tell you what, we are going to take a break, and we will come back for the start of the second half as you watch the high school midweek game of the week on the Wax. But it's, you know, in November when it's 42 and raining. Hey, control room, can you talk to me? I haven't heard you in my ear all night. Hello?
Nobody's home.
Nobody's home. Are we up?
Yeah, we're up.
I mean, but we're on.
We should be.
Okay, I mean, if they taken up the, yeah, I can't hear them. And they haven't. Have they called? Yeah, they usually say, hey, we're this and that. And
Hey, it's Max again. I just wanted to make sure that.
all right, welcome back. Second half underway here at Seymour High School on a beautiful mid-September almost evening. 1-0 the score. A goal in the first 10 minutes for Woodland, and that's all we've gotten so far. Plenty of opportunities, and Seymour, last 4 or 5 minutes of that first half, kind of increasing its offensive intensity and pressure a little bit, trying to send some more players into the zone, and that's a case of both teams thinking they had a throw in, and Seymour was correct. So the ball comes in. Now we have a whistle, and we got a do-over. And on the toss, Kira Miller. That is Marley Stewart. She is the offensive feature, or the lead player on the offense for Seymour. This cross stays too wide off that side of the goal, and it'll be a goal kick for Cunningham and Seymour. Mark Robbins with you. Maddox Gleed on camera. Our very first midweek high school game of the week. Our very first non-football fall game of the week, as we're going to do throughout the fall season. We're going to have a midweek game of the week featuring all the fall sports except for football. Seymour trying to clear its zone and goes sideways. Be an opportunity now. The throw in coming for the Woodland Hawks. Woodland 2-0 on the season after knocking off St. Paul Catholic out of Bristol 7-1 on Monday. Meanwhile, Seymour also unbeaten with 2 scoreless ties, one against Oxford, the other against Watertown. So this goal that the Wildcats have given up, the very first in their now 2.5 games into the season, still looking for that first offensive outburst. And I talked with Coach Tom Cunningham before this game, and he talked about how excited and how the pressure and the intensity was building for his offense, and he is expecting an explosion, a celebration when that first goal comes. Will it come in the final 37 minutes of this one? That's why you're part of the reason you're watching here on the Wax. So here we go, the first 3 minutes in. On the march, Woodland. Well, that ball will go out. It will be a Woodland throw-in. So if the control room can hear me, there we go. All right. Thank you very much. We continue on. And the throw-in. Marley Stewart trying to run it down before it goes over that back line. Seymour looking for its first corner kick of this match. And, of course, looking for its first goal of this match and this season. About 5 minutes in. You see a little change in the attack for Seymour. They're trying to push it with more players in the offensive zone, but now here's an opportunity for Woodland.
I thought you said bad. No. Who had the ball?
So we'll have. All right. So they will straighten things out. And, well, let's run the other way. Seymour possession. Everything sounded good in my headset. And Seymour, oh, quick turn. A turn by Guarino. The save made by Berniger. Seymour with an opportunity on the turn. She sealed off, but Stewart was not able to regain possession of the ball. Thought she might be able to get there, but the rotation for Woodland has been very, very good. Not a lot of open spaces left by this Hawks defense. And on the offense, they've been a step ahead most of the game against the Wildcats. Controlling it. Midfield is Tiana Franklin. Going to get down that far side. And a little bit of jostling. That ball goes off the back line, and I believe it was off the arm of Franklin. 7 minutes into the second half, and it's still 1-0 Woodland. Good positioning. Little two-player game, and the shot goes wide. Might have been a cross attempt as well. But I believe it was deflected out by Seymour. So we're going to have our first corner kick of the second half. I think it's the fourth in the game for Woodland. Eva Napiello, I believe, on that far side will trigger the corner. And see if the Hawks, who are lining up and then space out. Good ball into the box. Punched away by Cunningham. But run down, and Woodland regains quick control quickly. Now on the outside. With the speed, Marley Stewart. On the attack, let's see if they can get it to her in some space. And Woodland's defensive rotation, they get two on the ball pretty quickly. And they'll play it up that far sideline. Inside, DeFrank couldn't control it as she got into the box and kicked it across that back line. Cunningham will take the goal kick, the 3 sports star here at Seymour. Basketball in the winter, softball in the spring. And those 2 sports run in the family. And up ahead. Can Stewart run it down? Well, not before Berniger gets there. Marley Stewart, the sophomore, is running side to side and end to end. Desperately trying to get that ball in some space. Woodland now in the control here on the near sideline. Nice turn by DeFrank. And a ball into the center. Good job getting it in the middle. And here's an opportunity. And taking it out on the backside off Seymour. So a nice play. That was Emma Bunk. She's wearing that brace. She's wearing those shoes, too. Easy to tell. Another opportunity. Here's the corner from the near side. They'll play it back out. Now in deep, and Cunningham is there. Oh, and a loose ball. Seymour not able to control it at the midfield area. So another opportunity, another offensive moment or two for Woodland, leading this 1-0. Physical collision at the midfield area. It's going to go the way of Seymour. So the Wildcats will push up and try to attack. 28 minutes to go. Seymour just can't set things up. That second and third pass have been difficult to hit on. And thus the momentum has been tough to come by. Woodland with a chance. That good defense. The double team comes over and goes out on the side. Throw in now for Woodland. Oh, into the box, a beautiful ball that is defended nicely by Seymour, and then the shot goes wide. Solid effort from Woodland and solid defense from the Wildcats. Long ball inside. Nobody able to run it down this time for Woodland. As Cunningham gets to it, she sends a good ball up the field. Here's an opportunity. Turning and trying to go on it is Stewart. And they know, I tell you what, the defensive game plan is working quite well for Woodland. They're trying to shut down Stewart, and they've done a nice job. Now here's a loose ball that'll be control. Well, thought it was going to be controlled, but quickly Woodland with an opportunity, but that shot goes a little bit high. That was Tiana Franklin. Tiana Franklin with 5 goals on the season. She had 2 in the 7-1 win on Monday against St. Paul Catholic. Collision, no stoppage in play. Cunningham takes advantage and pops it deep. Woodland loses control. Here comes Seymour now. Throw in near midfield. It's Stewart, Marley Stewart, looking for some help. Great energy from Woodland. And that energy and their speed advantage taking control of the midfield, and again inside. Franklin on the turn. Franklin, the shot and a goal. Tiana Franklin, her 6th of the season. And a 2-0 lead for Woodland. That was a great team effort as the play started to develop around midfield. Woodland with the defense to take possession and then quickly got it up ahead. Tiana Franklin, sophomore, track star as well, got ahead and went short side. All right, Seymour now with an opportunity in its offensive zone. We'll see if they can set something up with the direct kick. Bunk sends it in low. Another collision will go the way of Woodland. So the Hawks have grabbed a 2-0 advantage. 1 goal in the first half, and that one from Skylar to Frank, and then Tiana Franklin moments ago making it 2-0. And hate to harp on it, those are the first 2 goals given up this year by Seymour. The boys' teams for these 2 schools played a little earlier today at Woodland, and Seymour came away with a 4-2 victory. And the Woodland girls trying to even up the doubleheader. And a shot right toward the middle that Cunningham controls. A whistle will stop play. And they want to, in fact, stop the clock. And a bit of a, I think it's an injury as Kelly Reyes, the sophomore, goes toward the sideline. .22:17 to go in this one. And they'll bring in a substitution, couple of substitutions, and Woodland will make a substitution as well. 22:17 to go. I'm Mark Roberts. My camera operator, photographer, grip, everything involved in the crew is Maddox Gleed. Yeah, we just call him the crew every week. So he'll be with me, I think, every Wednesday. And for our midweek game of the week, of course, we're going to be doing our Friday night football high school game of the week. And we'll be in Ellington for the opener of that one, the Stafford Co-op against Ellington, the Purple Knights. And that'll be a great one. And of course, we're going to be starting up our game day on Great Day at 9 a.m. That'll be live on WFSB Channel 3 this coming Friday morning. Caitlin Francis every week will be at our host school. This week it's Ellington. And by the way, not that it had anything to do with it being the first school chosen, but it does happen to be Caitlin's alma mater. And what she doesn't know is that there are some surprises being set up for Caitlin Francis. So you're not going to want to miss. Game day on Great Day, 9 a.m. this Friday on Channel 3. I'll be there as well, along with Joe Zone. We're going to have a big pep rally at Ellington. And we're going to be featuring the student body, the band, the cheerleaders. We'll talk a little football as well, but it's really kind of a showcase of the host school. And we'll do that every week, every Friday at 9 a.m. So very excited about that new feature. And Caitlin Francis will be leading the way with our road coverage of our high school game of the week on game day on Great Day. So we're very excited about that. We'll be at Bristol Central a week from this Friday, as we have planned out several games several weeks ahead of time. So it's going to be a lot of fun. So tune in, Channel 3 from 9 to 9:30, and then back here on the Wax at 9:30 to 10 on Friday morning. And then throughout the day, as they repeat Great Day at 9 you'll get a chance to see that as well if you're in school or working and not able to watch it live. The Wildcats break out a little bit. And a good ball up the field. And it just goes out before Marley Stewart could get there. And a loose ball up front. The defense is there. So is Mia Cunningham. Big time save Woodland, though, keeping the pressure on. It goes out off the foot of a Wildcat defender. Well, the Woodland offensive pressure has been relentless up top throughout this match. Goes out of bounds off Seymour. So a corner type throw in. Neppiello drops it in. Centering ball. Seymour swallowing that one up. Approaching the 18-minute mark left in this second half. A 2-0 score in favor of Woodland on the road, trying to remain undefeated and hand Seymour its first loss of the season. Seymour has played 2 scoreless ties coming into this game. And here we go with Stewart trying to get something going, but that defense has been simply sensational for Woodland. And now the long ball is going to be run down. See if they can control it. Oh, and a late collision. And they say they're going to call it for a substitution. It'll be Woodland possession. A couple of subs coming in on both sides. Seymour's going to have to push up pretty soon and start challenging a little more. They're starting to do that now. Darkness has fallen pretty quickly here in Seymour. It was a tremendous day, a wonderful evening. As the high school athletics season well underway, and of course football begins not Friday, tomorrow, Thursday. There'll be high school football. One big game in particular on Thursday will feature Ansonia at Bloomfield. Now, those two teams usually meeting in December in the state tournament. But this year they're going to, with the alliance, they're going to open against each other in Bloomfield. Joe Zone's going to be up there for a live shot tomorrow. It's at about 5:30 on WFSB, Eyewitness, Channel 3 Eyewitness News. We'll have highlights of that game on the Frenzy on Friday night. And we're also going to showcase our team of the week, Amistad. That's right, the Wolves, first time ever playing varsity football. They're our high school football team of the week, a feature that we run on Wednesdays on Channel 3. And we will have highlights of that game along with a lot of others. Well, Woodland with another opportunity. The direct kick coming just outside that 40-yard line. Can't bust through the defensive wall set up by Seymour. And the Wildcats on the charge. But Woodland is quick to defend. They lose it out of bounds. Here's an opportunity for Seymour. They're going to push up a little bit, see if they can get some numbers and make something happen quickly. But that speed, cutting inside to Frank, stealing it. And Seymour tries to get it back. And knocked out late. I think, did it go out? Oh, it went out off of Woodland. Great effort from Valentina Melisano, the freshman. So a corner kick coming for Seymour. I believe this is Ella Pinto Solid ball into the box. Banged around like a pinball. Woodland able to pop it out and then run it down. And the Hawks quickly counter. Woodland flying across the field. And an offside. The whistle blows. Cunningham had gotten there for Seymour in time.
Let's go, Seymour.
But she'll be able to move it up. That's where the offside occurred at about the 28-yard line. Thirteen and a half to play. And that one takes flight. There it is. Back of the net. And I believe, yes it is, Emma Bunk, the senior. Well, let's look again. Let's change that to Kaylee Isaacanis, the junior. Woodland, a 3-0 lead and trying to add to it. Victoria Gaspari goes down. Ball popped in. Turning, firing. Wascata to Frank as Cunningham makes the save. So a 3-0 advantage for the Hawks of Woodland. Stewart. Marley Stewart has been pushing as best she can, but she's often working 1-on-3. The long ball to Stewart has just not provided a lot of positive results. Midfield for DeFrank as they start to weave their way. And now a straight line move. Can they center it? The attempt. Did it go off of the Seymour defender? I believe so. We might be looking at another corner kick for Woodland. And yes, we will have it with about 10 minutes left. Big game in the Naugatuck Valley. Arch rivals, Woodland and Seymour, about 4 or 5 miles apart, along Route 8. Strong ball, a little bit too deep to the far post and past it. and it will roll out. So it will be Seymour possession. Another whistle, with the ball in midair, another collision. And a lesson being taught. As Seymour will push up to take its possession and try and get something going across midfield. And about 8.5 to go now. And now they will stop the clock.
His caretaker.
And is that Ella Pinto going off? Looks like she is going off. Yep, that's Ella Pinto will come out. They'll have a substitution for her. Probably the end of the night for the freshman. Solid. The Hawks on the fly again. Got numbers, positioning too. Nice job though by the Seymour defense to rally. Let's see now. To get it to Stewart. Marley Stewart. Taken down. It'll stay with the Wildcats. They're going to hustle now. They get it up the field. Trying to get it ahead to Guarino. But it's intercepted by Woodland. With under 8 to play. Well, Seymour now trying to build from the back. Woodland won't have any of it. Approaching 7 minutes remaining.
You've been with me everywhere I went.
Defense there for Seymour on that low shot attempt.
Like 340 to like 280, like 260. Where are we going to go to?
A race to the ball. It'll stay with Seymour. Ariana Roxo throwing it in. That hurt? Nope. Pardon me, that was Valentina Melisano. A corner kick coming to be attempted by Kelly Reyes, the sophomore. As the Wildcats try to set up, they're looking maybe far post. We'll see if where the ball is placed. Good ball deep into the box. There's a head or shoulder attempt. It goes wide. Good opportunity. Solid execution. Nearly a goal for Seymour. Again, the Wildcats right now, I would think, just trying to get that first goal of the season. They've played 2 scoreless ties before this one. And dealing with a very powerful, potent Woodland offense. Woodland's gotten 3 goals, one in the first half, 2 here in the second. And 5 minutes to go. These two teams will meet later in the season. They'll play that one at Woodland. That's just a great example of the Woodland defense all game long, all evening long. They have been quick to recover, and their speed to the ball has been noticeable. And relieving a little pressure as we get to the final 4 minutes. So glad you're with us on this first midweek game of the week for high school sports on the Wax. We'll be doing it every Wednesday live, and of course it'll be repeated a few times. Don't have an exact schedule with me, but check out the Wax for a lot of sports. We are getting heavy into local sports and proud of it on WWAX. And of course the WFSB Plus streaming service. Well, Woodland will maintain possession. Under 3 to go. So still very early in the season. Mentioned that this is just game number 3 for these schools. And there's a lot more soccer to be played, and you can tell these are two of the skilled teams in the Naugatuck Valley League. 2 Tier 1 programs. That's how they divide it up in soccer. Tier 1 and Tier 2. And on the far side, well, we have a stoppage in play. All right, we will resume play with Seymour's possession. In the final 2 minutes of this one. Two, talented young squads. They had an opportunity. That defense stingy all night for Woodland. Well, possession will go over to the Hawks. We get set for the final minute of play. Seymour scrambling now. I told you these Wildcats pretty desperate to get their first goal of the season here in game 3. Good ball deep that headed away. And even a goal here in the last minute would certainly boost the confidence of the Wildcats and the offense. And they'll have a corner here. A solid opportunity to score for the first time in 2025. Deep, the header. Just off of the back line, and I think that is going to wrap it up. There won't even be a kick made. It's the final 5 seconds. Ticks off. The siren indicates the end of this match, and a solid performance at both ends by the Woodland Hawks. Woodland with a 3-0 victory here at Seymour over the Seymour Wildcats, as Woodland improves to 3-0 in the season. Seymour suffering its first loss of the season. 0, 1, and 2 ties. 3 goals, 1 in the first half for the Wildcats, by the Hawks, and 2 in the second half, as Woodland makes the incredibly long 5-mile trip to Seymour and gets a road victory. Boy, this has been a lot of fun. So glad you were with us on a beautiful night in Seymour in the Naugatuck Valley. Hope you've enjoyed our first midweek game of the week of the season. It's been a good one, a lot of fun to be here to call for you. Can't wait for next week. Can't wait for this coming Friday when we'll be in Ellington for our high school football game of the week. So until Friday night here on the Wax, for the crew, Maddox Gleed, the crew back at Channel 3 at WFSB, I'm Mark Robbins. Hope you've enjoyed it. 3-0 the final, Woodland over Seymour. So long and good night, everybody.